the junkie, them better know that I shine the beast and so. Bless up yourself, my general.
Yes, people, I told you, but you didn't listen. We are live right now with the one called Pancho. Brethren, blessed. Can we get the big bad introduction to the track that you know I have to play for all the Rasta man who stay out of jail every night smoking the weed? We have to play that tune, you know, to kick off this interview. So, can we start off the live link-up show the way it's meant to be started? And can we say Selassie I Jah? Rastafari. Yes, people. God, you know? So what I'm going to do now is if you're on Instagram, you can see the actual artist and myself. Just wait for the phone, it's a bit slow. But you'll have to deal with the thing, but that's the closest that I can get for you, unfortunately, people. Wait, technology is advanced. Right now, yo, we're good. So if you go to DJ Daddy UK or Daddy UK Instagram, you can see the full show, hear the full show. But we are live right now with Pancho. So, bro, can we get the introduction for that track, a cappella style, please?
Kali, we need some Kali, yeah, you know. It's that early night. And make a light. Babylon pull me over last night. Feed the good old ganja. Say me have a me mouth kinda light. Feed the good old ganja. Say them a go line up in a jailhouse tonight. Yeah, Selassie. Yeah man, it's blessed up to the whole people in England, America, Germany. You know, it's Jamaica. We say legalize it, yeah.
Yes, so people, we have that single. This is Daddy UK's favourite tune, you know, so far.
Now we got a phone up, we got eyes to the words. I'm talking about the great promise, go make a flag burn. Dash! The more the big and till me I get further. Babylon pull me over that.
Yes, so people are live with DJ Daddy UK alongside the one called Pancho.
I'm talking about the great promise, go make a flag burn. Dash! The more the big and till me I get further. Babylon pull me over last time.
For the good ganja.
To me ever slip it on my mouth, can I like you?
Boy!
Good old ganja. Tell me I'm gonna see.
Yes, big up Anthony, why not? The email is djdaddyuk@gmail.com. Boom bang! No, sir, we have an interview to deal with. No chance.
I see many beauty man weeping on the bed. I know I must play. Find out how the diligence. No deal with things with ignorance.
No, sir.
I go trick with no militancy. So we're rolling down with cheap that think they fancy. For every little thing they want with that thing. Be a little stiff till they want feel like long way. One man a question the man a ask me. Where you live, where you come from? Now look for the man a bust to rap a pam pam. Now look for the man a bust to hear one chant. I never do a push up the ganja man. On the weed with the rain spot man. Here I come. Beat us to legalize it to one nation. Scotch for me burning teen and jump on. The best one come from St. John. Babylon, me a beg up the gun for me and me the gun man. I know what it tonight. Rest I know what it tonight. I see many youths man weeping on the way. I know I must play. Cali, I smoke my Cali. Ooh, Cali, I smoke it dope, keep up the valley. Cali, love the indica herbs. I was standing now.
Yes. So people, we are live with one called Pancho, born Owen Ricardo Brown, a Jamaican singer, and you do not know how much he has accomplished. He has over 9 solo albums and 50 singles, including #1 hits in Italy, Mexico, and Chile. So brother, welcome forward. Where you was born, what was it like as a youth, the way you know the trod growing up?
Yeah, I born in Kingston, yeah, and grew up in St. Mary. Grew up into a little district named May River. Yeah, that to find May River into a community named Tingsbury and 41. The capital for it is Enfield, PO, but I grew up into a little valley named May River that is way up in the mountain. That is where I grew up. But my birth is Kingston, Jubilee Hospital.
And it says here you was inspired by your Rastafari beliefs. So, what age was you when you really took on Rastafari?
Well, from a tender age, you know, I'm saying Rastafari like from I was like, well, when I cite up Rastafari, like it's a cite up Rastafari, I cite the faith. I cite the faith, because the faith is like, for me, you're growing up as a youth and you find Christ, and you find that the order that we're coming up where we always fear to do wrong things. And so I find Rastafari when I was that, but I think 17, 14 coming up, that is the time now I cite the king. Yeah.
And so then for people asking now then, when we talk about Rastafari and we cite the king, would you like to explain that a little bit more for the others who don't quite understand? You know, like how you got the call in or when you got the call in?
Yeah, I get the call. The first time when I get the call, indirectly, the first time when I really start to see the king, I'm going to know and say, this is where I want to tread and this is where I want to tread. It's the first time when I get redeemed. I get the vision. Okay. When I get the vision, I was like 17, I get that vision. So I behold things that I never even expect I would behold, because I get people call it a dream. If I hear people say they get a dream.
Yeah.
Well, so rest of interpret it as vision. So I go to my bed and I behold the king in my vision and the mountainside with his ear white as snow. He coming from I see him coming from the north, sitting up on the throne, and every time he go like this was fire. So when I go and I tell my grandparents said, I see this, they was like, what are you really talking about? And then from that time until now, I was in on Rastafari, I feel. Because I used to go to church too, you know. I used to even go to church too, like, yeah, because we all, you know, because if you don't know Christ, you can't know I still aside.
Well, because for people not for people listening, for people who don't know, there's 12 parishes, isn't there, in Jamaica? So it's a very church-based, a very God-blessed place, isn't it, Jamaica?
Yes, because for yes Rasta, yes Christian, you have to baptize. You have to born again to be Rasta. But you still can't reincarnate to, you know, because a lot of guys do wrong things and then they come back and come in the faith. And Rasta not carrying a boundary, because if you're Rasta, if you will still do bad, and you can pray 70 times 7 and Jah forgive you. Can you kill more sin you do for your prayer? You can get forgiveness. So my journey in Rastafari, because I behold the king. I behold him. And I'm not gonna be like you said, I see him in vision. Like what I see you right there. In fires and flames and joy, and from there, so it just come like I was so crazy about it. I live in that life.
See, when we talk about your mother was a dressmaker and your father owned a car body shop, so I take it that's like tuning up cars and, you know, selling cars and them sort of things. So was that something you was ever interested in, like, you know, following your father's footsteps, or has it always just been music? Because you've had a very difficult story, haven't you? Difficult is not the word. I don't know what the actual word is. They say Jah don't give nothing no man can bear, and if Al Pancho can bear it, and if Daddy UK can bear it, K Stacks can bear it, we can all bear it. You've had a lot to bear, bro. But we're gonna get into it. So
yeah, that's about my father. Yeah, my father was a bad man, and my mother was a just maker. But at the same time, it don't come that way. Like sometimes it's a 7 brothers, 7 different mind. We're supposed to do what your dad do, cause my father was a Rasta, so I take that from my dad too.
Okay.
So my dad was a Rasta, you know. So the only thing I never take from my dad is to make car, and to fix car, but I don't want to do that too. But at the same time, I was have too much to offer in my mind and my head. Every time I plan to fix a car, I see the music. Because I go to big garage to, you know, Winter Auto Supply. And then Mr. Winter pay me off Maxwell and send me home to my mother. Because he said, every day I'm singing. And he don't have me there to sing. He have me there to make cars. So, the music.
So for people listening right now, most 7-year-olds these days like to sit and play on Xboxes or PlayStations. This 7-year-old worked full-time as a fisherman to support his household. Bro.
Yeah.
How did it come to that? Did you just sight it from a young age that you knew that, you know, certain things needed to be done to make certain things happen?
Yes, because
7 years of age though, bro.
She was way up in the hills. And I grew up in the hills where I never have no dad around me. Now, I just my grandmother. So when on the spare time I got is to just go to the river. So if I have nothing to play with, I go to the river. So from that tender age I'm catching fish, carrying home. People buy the fish from me to give me some money to carry home and give me grandmother. And I'm just so that is all I know.
Hustling and juggling from the age of 7, bro.
Yeah.
Boy. Seems like you need to make a drill tune.
This is really reality, you know. You could go to Enfield, Junior Pen, Farto, and Miriam and ask anyone around there. They will say, yeah, man, that man talking the truth, man. That man catching fish all days of his life.
So then from the age of 7 up to the age of 12, what was you doing in between them ages? Because I haven't got too much information here. It just says from the age of 7 you worked as a fisherman, and then.
Well, in those days, you'd have to go to the farm. I'd have to try to go learn how to help to put in one piece of yam in the ground, or one banana tree, or see how a coconut tree plant. Sometimes you have to carry the load too. I used to carry bags on my head for nearly 10 miles.
Why?
This is not true. Yeah, I have to carry big bags with food on my head for 10 miles because my grandmother, she go to the market. And then the whole heap of kids ever there to carry it. And then me own the handbag and purse. And so I love my grandmother so much. So anything where I have to do, I have to do. So she used to send me, say, go to bush.
Oh, where's he gone? Bear with me, people. He chipped out.
Don't wanna be. I'm still a Christian. Got question to make twice.
Yes, people. You're live with DJ Daddy UK alongside the one Al Pancho. Big up to Simple Cold Voice. DYCR. Yes, boss. Anthony Why Not says big up Al Pancho. Yes.
Got question to make twice.
Yes. People. No worries, it's the internet I hit you. We are getting back with the artist very soon.
Every man want to be in a society. No man no want to grow from poverty.
No, sir.
Want to be in a society. No man no want to grow. To grow is a crime. In a this a time. Me don't have a nickel and me don't have a dime. To grow is a crime. In a this a time. Say all of them that you don't divine.
Yes, yes. Track entitled Poverty off the Righteous Men album. We're gonna link back up with that Pancho very soon. Just a little itch of technology. Yes, people, we're getting back. Yes, yes. Yes, boss.
Yes, boy. Yes, WK. Yeah, man. Blessed to the world, man. Blessed to the people out there.
Right, so as we were talking about between the ages of 7 and 12, what you was doing compared to, you know, what youths over here do where they just sit and play Xbox all day. There was no Xbox all day for Al Pancho, no.
Xbox never did those times, man. You never know Xbox. Nobody have Xbox those times. You play, only thing you could play is marble. You play boat. You broke some stick and throw in the river and say it is boat. And watch it float down. That we used to do. We never used to have those game Xbox to play. We used to just play those games.
Mad.
But it was fun too. Those times was fun same way, you know.
So then, from the age of 12, you went with your grandma to the local church and you were singing in church for the people listening.
Yeah, I was singing in church. Yeah, I was singing in church.
So was it your own songs you were singing, or was it like a gospel-y type of setting?
Well, when I was singing in church, you know, says my first song, where I was trying to record, I don't record it. And it's a song where say, I'm so good, good, good. I feel good, wonderful, good. Every time I talk about Jesus, I feel good. But I never saw me write it, you know, but that's how we sing them songs. But it's the same song as I sing. I feel good, good, good. I feel good, so wonderful, good. Every time I hear Rastafari, I feel good. Yeah, so, you know, that is the first song where I supposed to sing, start to, in my head when I'm singing, like creating a song.
Sing.
From Church Colada, yeah.
So then, from the church, what was the trod then? Because you had a very, very tough time, didn't you? You lived on the streets at the age of 13 and 14 when you moved to Kingston.
Yeah, I moved to Kingston. I got to Kingston more than one time, you know. But I couldn't hold the vibes in Kingston because the first time I got to Kingston, definitely, I go downtown. I was living down at the front ward theater, Love Lane. I was living Love Lane and running up and down in Matches Lane and down in Tivoli and all those places I used to running up and down, and then Alman Town was a nice place where I used to love to. But I couldn't hold that vibes in Kingston, so I had to go back to the country. Then the second time when I came back, I go to Waltham. And then it was nice for a time. Then I couldn't absorb it no more. Then I go back to the country. So it took me like 3 times before I really settled back down in Kingston, or 4 times.
Do you think that's though because of, you know, becoming Rasta and the liberty that comes with Rasta? You know, being up in the hills and surrounded by all that greenery and the sea and the river and all the things you say, and then going into the city is a completely different life, and it's two different sides of the board, really. So have you settled in Kingston now, or are you still backwards and forwards?
Well, I still visit Kingston, but I'm mostly on the country skirt. You have to find me on the countryside. I'm more Negril, I'm more Port Antonio, St. Mary, Montego Bay, Trelawney, West, yeah. But I love Kingston same. I don't fight the city, but I have that country vibes and I keep that vibes. I don't change from that.
So for people listening then, after all the struggles you went through, at the age of 17, you was discovered by a record producer, none other than Bunny Striker Lee.
Yeah.
People, you're hearing this.
Yeah.
So, you know, he had a vicious trod, or a hard, tough trod. At the age of 17, he was discovered by one of the biggest dancehall promoter, rhythm makers in Jamaica at the time, and probably still to this day. Yo, big up Selector Rondon. Yo, Al Pancho. My good friend, Selector Rondon, UK Rondon's just locked in. Can you just big him up for me? Because we've got a few people locked in right now.
Big up, UK. Big up, Dada. Selassie.
And we've got Empress Shah. We got Simple Cool Voice, DYCR, the big artist, good friend, Anthony Why Not. So many people locked in, bro.
Yeah, man, a lot of people locked in, man. Even DYCR, you know. I discover him, I first discover him, you know. Ask him. I discovered him one time when I was in Ochi Reyes and tell him he's gonna be big. I tell him that before he could even make the first record. DYCR. I tell him that.
Wow.
Yeah, he did. Because when I hear him, I was like, yo, this brother is like, he's different. Because I live everywhere in Jamaica too, you know. Because DYCR I can tell it too. So I run the whole of tavern. The whole of a tavern and then place again, Gap, Unity, all them places my place. People have me up at them places as king. Me crown at them places. Crown.
Yeah. Yo, big up DYCR, you know. I interviewed him a long time ago.
DYCR, man.
Big artist. Different style, you know.
Big artist, the big man. The man never drink me Guinness. A big Guinness me drink it up.
Big like in Big Guinness. Yo, what a vibe. People, if you don't know and if this is the first time locking into the show, when you're live with DJ Daddy, you never quite know what could happen. You know, we're always having a good vibe. We bring the artist on. We go through our real mission, our real trod, so you can really get to know the artist. If you know of him, which you should, it's Al Pancho, the big star. If you don't know of him, well, it's Al Pancho, the big reggae star. So right now, we take it back to 17 years. What I want to do now is I want to be like the whole people. We all want to come to studio with you for the first time. So you remember when Striker Lee first discovered you? Can you remember your first single that you actually released?
My first, cause Striker Lee put out like 3 singles one time with me. And my first single with Striker Lee, you know, I supposed to honor mission, you know. And then the other one is supposed to be Poverty, no, Strive. I tell them already because he always cut like 3 or 4 tracks with me one time.
Scene. So can we get a cappella so people can hear like the style from the age of 17 to where we are now?
Hey you! Why a program wicked? When I go near on, we on a mission. We want to earn someone. I got into school and jam, see ya? And punch up on the version. Yeah, but look. Bound you want a mission, with a gun in you want. I beg you put it down before you hurt someone. If you hurt someone, you too not go live long. Down in the life, so get first reaction. But you want a mission, with a gun in you want. I beg you put it down before you hurt someone. So you can't make man, and you want to kill man. I pray to the Father. I know said they rank some DJ worry the mic of them about the gunman. Prefer them go bootsy for madam with the pandilan. Make them plan more banana and go plan more yam. If you bootsy country man, them from Portland.
Boy, yo. Mad.
Yeah, man.
So then, you mentioned a track called Poverty, and that's on an album called Righteous Men, true?
No, Poverty is put out by but minus on my platform. I'm talking about Strive. He put out Strive and a lot of more tracks, you know, because I can't count the amount of tracks because those what I put out and some is on the app label too because Bunny Striker Lee is a G, you know.
So then, from being discovered by such a big artist,
with me and Cali Weed.
Mad.
You know the track?
Which one's that?
Tell them already, me I go tell them again. And I say, all gonna man son just put down the gun. Too much get to youth man, I die by the gun. All gonna man son just put down the gun. Tired to see the, yeah, call it with it. Tell them already, me I go tell them again. Tell them already, me I go tell them again.
Boy.
Yeah.
Yo. You could make a rhythm off just your voice, you know. You got such a harmony and such a melody to it. You know, when you sing, like, you could literally, if someone's there with the keys, like, I can just hear it.
The producer tell me that when I'm working with a lot of producers, they tell me like, bro, we have a different sound. No artists have the vibes where you got. I'll be like, man, I even know, but like, I never even looking that way. And I'm just like, I tired to hear it. Everywhere I go, I hear it.
Al Pancho, the special one. Remember, I called you at first.
Yeah,
right then.
Thank you, brother.
So then, at the age of 17, working with Striker Lee, and then you started working with Clement Coxon Dodd, Damian Marley, Stephen Marley. How did these links come about? Because what was the reception from the first, like, say the little EP you put out with Bunny Striker Lee? You know, the first like 4 jugglings.
When I was working with Bunny Striker Lee, and then I was have so much talent, and then so many producers was trying to bite up on me so hard. So Jonah Dad's got a Captain Dad's son, Clement Dad's son. He was offering me like he wanted to take my career personally. So he started to record me, you know, with a man named Jukes. That is when name that big singer. You call him Jukes. We call him Jukes, but many people call him like Jonah Delgado. So he started to record me and Jonah Delgado. He started to record me and Cornel Campbell. He started to record me with a lot of different artists. And one man the name from Greenwich Farm, that big artist. And next big artist from Greenwich Farm, Prince Salah, Ricky Chaplin. So he just wanted to make some music with me, and then I was open to that too. And then I started to sing on the Studio One beats them. So I do a lot of songs for Basement. So Basement is the one where I'm Bunny Striker Lee will get me across England and BBC and all those radio stations by those labels. And then gradually, say come, you know. But Steve Marley, them, I was love them from I was a youth, was watching them for couple years when I was trying to be going to the cadet to be soldier, and I never want to be it. I was watching them on Maxfield. I always admiring those brothers, you know, when they was much smaller as over there. I always, when I was passing, I used to live at Whiteham Avenue. So when I was walking, I always see them a couple times and I always admire them. So gradually, how I get to meet up with Stephen Marley is the music what I got, and I run into an artist named Truman Stick. And he said, man, you have so many talent, man. You're supposed to be big, man. You don't supposed to be on one levels, because the way you have this talent and you're a good youth, you need to go to big people. And so we must go to, because he meet me at Anchor Studio, sitting down, drinking, smoking, as the same thing what I'm doing now. And then he bring me to Stephen Marley. And the first time Raga hear me, Raga put me on the track.
So then, most people, yeah, they dream of meeting the Marleys, or, you know, making a song, or even being in the same room as them. What was your reaction when you were there? How did you feel?
Well, I see me and them as brothers, you know. I see me and them as brothers, and I think they feel that same energy too and that love, because when I go amongst Raga treat me like a brother. I record at 56 Up Road, and the same mic with Bob Marley record. I sit with Stephen Marley and Erica Badu in the studio.
Bro, 1 second, I have to stop you. You sang on the same microphone as Bob Marley?
Yeah, 56 Up Road. I still in the same mic. God is my brother.
Whoa,
I'm lucky to sing at 56 Up Road. That is where I record with them.
Yo, people.
I never record them at the bottom studio with them, you know. I record at 56 Up Road, because I accept them as my brother and they accept me as a brother. The first time I come into America, is Stephen Marley give me visa to come to America.
Yeah.
So so I know that I'm on Bob Marley payroll, so I have to hide that. And anywhere I go, I'm a whalers. Because Bunny Wailer tell me some of Wailers. He say I favor brought weight.
Yo, that's a big compliment in itself, isn't it?
Yeah, so I accept by them, and true, I was one Bunny Wailer for years too. I love them. That is what I'm saying. That's why they accept me, and I do nothing more than that. Yeah.
Okay then, so round about them times, what was people's reception to you then? Because as I said, and as many big people have said, you've got a very different voice. You have a melodious and harmony to your voice. Even when you talk, you could make a song.
Yes.
You know, maybe link up with DYCR and do a dub poetry back to back. That'd be mad, you know.
Yes. I got a record. Yeah, what now? I gotta do that because and so too. I have the Kingston Wall label to where you gotta record a lot of artists too. So I'm just trying to get everything together and set the right thing, and then after a while everything gonna be happen because I got some with a lot of artists. So to make a track with DYCR, I'm open.
I mean, it just sounds right, doesn't it?
Other people want to see it too.
This is what I'm saying to you. Imagine, yo, you're live with DJ Daddy UK, and right now we have the brand new exclusive by Pancho and DYCR. Yo! We don't quite have it yet, but it's in the making. In the making. Definitely gonna be in the making.
Yeah, I'm true, man. You could have knocked it for true, man. You could have knocked it. Yeah, love to Santa Cruz and Berkeley and be here in the whole San Francisco Summertail. Love your people. Mendocino, Grass Valley. Yeah. Oregon, Portland, White City, Medford, Eugene. Yeah. All the fans out there. Everywhere we spot me go. Big up England, Bristol. Yeah. Gatwick, Heathrow, Liverpool. Everywhere big up. Ireland. Yeah, big up.
I'm an Irish Rasta, you know. Irish Rasta.
Yeah, I love Irish. When you say Irish beer, I drink, man. Me Irish.
Yo,
man.
Guinness a beat. Guinness after beat.
Yeah, man. Big up Ireland, man. I go to Ireland yeah, man. And, you know.
Yo,
I want to say big up to Brighton, too, because the first time I come to England, I go to Brighton. So I love to Brighton people, too. I love you guys out there.
So before we get into this now, which we've just gone right deep into the box, you know, right all the way back in them times to Want You From a Baby, Pancho and Cornel Campbell. Don't ask how we do it, we just do it. We just do it, and that's how technology is these days.
Yeah. But yeah, Want You From a Baby with me and Cornel Campbell.
So we got that one there. But as you said about coming to Brighton for the first time, can you remember the vibes of how you actually felt, you know, being told that you're being booked, or who even booked you, and how was the whole process, you know, for you to come from Jamaica to England? For everyone listening, because we like to, you know, feel like we come on the plane with you and land.
1999, I come to England.
Jesus. Wow.
When I was 19, I started to travel out of Jamaica. I started to travel out of Jamaica when I was 19.
What made you want to travel so young? Because you've lived, well, saying that.
I never liked to travel so young. It's just like, the music, you know, the music is very ticklish because when I start to go to Germany and Switzerland and a couple places, that is where my music was at. My music carried me to those places when I was a younger kid, in Germany, Switzerland, all those places, you know, so that's how I grow.
Seeing. It really does seem like Europe has taken on to reggae music, you know, in the last, the last 20 years, but in the last 5 to 10, I've seen a big branch of Europe. They love reggae music, you know. There's so many people that don't realise reggae music is not dead and it's not dying. Like, no chance, no time, not that I can see. There's enough big artists and there's enough artists coming through to keep reggae going for years. So before we play this track now then, for people listening, you was working in Studio One and you managed to get this one recorded with you and Cornel Campbell. So how did this link up come about so we can play this track properly?
Yeah, we do that track in Lagos studio in Orange Street. We do that one in Lego, in Orange Street.
Okay.
Yeah, this June and that came to record that one.
straight out the box. Yes, for the lovers. For the big people then. We can't just play the tune and not speak. Yo, this is Al Pancho alongside the one called Cornell Campbell. Big up my cousin Jason. Yo, Randon, I'll deal with that, no problem, bro. Bless up. Jillo Music, bless up. Simple cool voice, bless up. Everybody who's locked in, heart of love. Yo, we're gone again.
You're so real.
DJ Daddy, them for know see the realest junkie, and some of them are risk junkie. Them better know that a shot to me say so. Bless up yourself, my general.
You're so real. Keep on playing that sweet song. Play for me.
DJ Daddy, them for know see the realest junkie, and some of them are risk junkie. Them better know that a shot to me say so. Bless up yourself, my general.
You're so real. Keep on playing that sweet song. Every time, girl. Play for me. I love you. You're so sweet. Keep on playing that sweet, sweet melody. You're so sweet. Want to be my baby? You look good and your body looks dirty. Queen of community, want to be my baby? You look good and me love you endlessly. You keep me heart and the apple of
Yes, so people were live with DJ Daddy UK alongside the one called Al Pancho. Yo, so boss, we just played a song called Poverty. At what age did you write this song and what was the vibes? This is just basically like a life story, isn't it? Kind of.
You know, those songs, it's just like, I just more struggle when I go through, Because when I write a song, sometimes I write a song, it experience after me live it when I live after.
Seen.
So, me write songs like, we just say like every day, because I write song on paper. Because many guys write song on paper and me inspire it. So sometimes my ideas they come so quickly and so fast because I conviction, But you have a conviction, the energy there, I see things. So this music writing I was done in back to.
Okay.
I placed them back to.
So you had a track that was released and it got very far, didn't it? It became a #1 hit in Mexico. And it was released by Fidel Nadal. And it was a track called Solo
Fidel
Mission.
Nadal, yeah.
Can we get an a cappella of that? For everyone listening.
Yeah, it's a song where you must say, it's on a mission, It must say, but to man a mission, with a gun in all you want, I beg you put it down before you want someone. If you want someone, you do not go live long. Cause down in the lands, well, friends, we action. But yeah, and Fidel is coming. Al Pancho and Aranjo. Al Pancho make a beat now, and speaks some Spanish on it, and yeah. That is Fidel's biggest song in Mexico. That doing Caveman Suit as a demo, and a #1 it go to Mexico. And Fidel put it on him album, and it go #1 there.
Mad. So how
and so make every Spanish people know me too. Just through that.
Seeing just through that one song.
I just do it in Caveman Studio because I met Fidel in Jamaica in Africa, like was 3 to 5 of them. Chinaman and a couple more of them, I met them in Jamaica. And beside MCB Bank, because I like to talk to tourists. When I meet tourists in from different countries, I'm a friendly person, so I talk to them and I say them as artists. And then I introduce myself and say my name Al Pancho. I say, what your name? Al Pancho. And then he start to sing, but you want a mission? And it's a big song, Argentina. And I say, oh, me go to studio. He say, I want to go to studio with you. And then he go to studio and he beg me to do a demo with him, with the same song, and that blow him up.
For real?
Yeah, get him big,
And what did it do for your career yourself as well? Because obviously reaching Spain.
Definitely, it's just a lot of people will tell me that that song is a big song in Argentina. He got #1 in Mexico, and he make a big name of Africa and him tour. And definitely, he never do nothing. I go to Mexico and do a show with him, and I pull 3,000 people. Me and him on one show in Mexico City.
Wow.
A couple years ago. And I do Guadalajara, and I may have a name in Mexico. If I go there, I can solo it, but like the copyright part of it, they hold on on that. You don't want to free up the money of that, and then when I copyright the music, like last year, I copyright all my music is copyrighted now. Every one of my music is copyrighted now. And then I try to talk to him, and he's jumping up line, and he start to shoving up his fingers and his lawyers, and then so in further details I gotta put it up in hand with my lawyer, but I'm just still watching the energy with them and see if they don't want to break nothing, because he don't want to break nothing and he get him famous. And every Mexican people know I'm not telling lie, the whole South America know I'm not telling lie, Argentina know I'm not telling lie, you know what I mean? And then every time people come and say, oh, the track with you and Fidel. So, so that's that.
Well, we have that track ready. Shall we play it?
Yeah, play it. It's track. Music is music. Whatever coming up here. I don't worry about it. I don't worry about it. It's my music. I own it.
Nuevo orden mundial. Rey Selassie, Immanuel, ¡ya! Rastafari. Al Pancho, ¿tenés algo que decirnos si es que
¡Bomba!
Y, jaja, seguime a mí. Holy Moon Zion. Kick it like a bono. Buenos Argentina.
Boy!
Al Pancho feature. Well then. See ya. Bound to on a mission. We the gun in
Yo, for the youth them.
Yeah.
Well then.
One more time, gone again.
See ya. Bound to on a mission.
With a gun in your hand.
Grab like you put it down before you hurt someone.
Boy!
Hurt someone, you.
Yo, for all the youth them, stop and listen to the one, yeah.
Buenos Argentina.
Call that the double
Al
rewind.
Pancho feature.
How that we get them? 3 times.
Well then. See ya. Bound to on a mission.
With a gun in your hand.
Grab like you put it down before you hurt someone.
Boy!
Hurt someone, you do not go dance long. Don't in a dance, so get face reaction. Put down the 16, the catchy 9. Full time mankind, if you cut off the crime. Mercy, my Lord, save the divine. Panal Pancho, you are one of a kind. You go for teach people, you go for teach you blind. You go for move up passes to fake one thing bad mind. You want them to know, say, I still see your time. But you want a mission, with the gun in you wanna. Now make you put it down before you hurt someone. Say you can't make man, and you want to kill man. I pray to the Father, I know say you know. Panal Pancho, en el rancho, te digo que copamos a lo largo y copamos a lo ancho. Como lo dice, como lo hablas, que tienes que entender que con mi amigo el Pancho, por fin que encontré en algo
So for all the ganja man, right now, this is not a corona cough. This is a ganja cough. When they draw a lick off your throat, turn up your chest. Boy!
Come on! I want to say, tell me a good jobs in the morning. Tell me a good jobs in the evening. Tell me a good jobs in the morning. Tell me a good jobs. And when the golden chalua.
Bro, when a tune's big, you know, it has to get played like 3, 4, 5 times. You never know how many times it can play. Boy! Hit the ganja man! You're the herb queens. Gets cold up! Carisha the bad dancer. We got to my sexy lean queen. Bomba! Artist bad. The artist badder than bad. Bad. See? True that.
Students in a many area. See all with a
Yo, boss, we have it live on Instagram as well, you know. So right now we have Simple Cool Voice, UK Rondon, One Done, my cousin Jason, Gillo Music, we got Anthony Wynot, and enough more people, and DYCR as well.
Whole England, large up, whole London, big up, love London, big up. All of them, yellow, every man big up, say. No, Daddy UK, no. Big man, Daddy UK. Play this one, Daddy UK.
Yo, so as we get back to the live link up now, so in 2002, you collaborated with Qnique, Nera, and Godwana's single Fuego. How was that?
Fuego, Gondwana, that is a #1 song in Brazil, in Chile again too. And the biggest song that in Chile. That is the biggest song. Produced by Ras Record, G-Jam Studio in Port Antonio, that one the record. In G-Jam Studio Port Antonio. Produced by Ras Record.
And this is the one that reached #1 in Chile. Wow.
Yeah, that is the big song in Chile, yeah.
You got some reach on your artists, not artists, your viewers and links and that, haven't you? Even from a young age. Like you managed to, I'd say from, because you had such a struggle in life to start off with. That built you with like, what we say like...
Yeah, I'm an orphan.
Yeah.
And that's why I get these big songs out there, because I'm an orphan. And I help a lot of artists too. Enough artists who have #1 song, and me them come see I spend money. And I help them too. But enough of them shame. Because them say, oh me do it. Enough artists say, oh me do it, because they don't understand so it's an orphan. Yeah, when it's an orphan, nothing. Like Leroy Smart and Couple Man and Yellow Man them. Frankie Paul them. Dennis Brown them. Bob Marley them. You can't stop them, the man there. Because them the man there live it. So me have a conviction. Asmo tell me that, the greatest drummer him bring me to Coxsone Dad. And Coxsone Dad interview me before him dead. Coxsone Dad interview me today. And dead, he interview me like today is when? Wednesday. And dead the next Wednesday. When he tell me to go write out Studio One music, because me a proper composition and come back. Yeah, man, Studio One, man.
Yeah, because
he produce and don't connect, man.
Coxsone Dad passed away quite suddenly, didn't he? Like, nobody really knew it was going to happen. It was just a very sudden thing.
Yeah, he interviewed me. He had to shine me before we died and called me Jackson. And Jackson, Coxsone Dad called me Jackson.
Mad.
Jackson, you got good composition. And so Asmode carry Dennis Brown come to me. And I said to Asmode, say, Jackson, I want good one this to carry come. But I never understand, said I to write out the rhythm them what I want, because I saw him produce. You have to write out the name of the rhythm and then he go and select it for you. I never understand that. I said I can pass and show me the studio, and when I to come back, then you get that big award and die. Yeah.
Wow.
I tried.
Wow.
Guys hear about me already because I record pan majority of his catalog already through his son. So he know about me already. Because all of his majority catalog rhythm what his sons have. Pick up the pieces, rock forth, rock, name them. I sing pan all those with them for his sons already. Still on tape.
Mad. I've had my big link, as I said to you, my big friend, UK Rundown, One Done, needs to speak to you after the interview to sort out some dub plates and dub business.
Yeah, because I'm going to go in the studio this evening too, so he can link up with me if I'm serious. So you give him a number and he can WhatsApp me, because I'm going to go in the studio this evening and do some recording too after the interview too. So everything is up and running. So everybody when they dub plate can link in.
And Rondon says as well, UK Rondon, he says, what is your favourite track? Yeah. What's your favourite track to the artist himself, Al Pancho? What's your favourite track that you ever recorded?
Well, me not have favourite track, Me not do favourite music. Me not do favourite music. If I tell you my favourite music, you might never like it. But my favourite music what I have is a track named My Story. Where I say, my story is a bad story. My story is bad. My story is a bad story. My story is bad. I rise amongst the wicked. I rise amongst the devil. I rise amongst the dead. I rise amongst the crabs. Some people just like demons. Lost the love they had. Yeah, wow. I mean, So you might never like that one.
Mad. That's like a whole different side of our Pancho. Yo, Brandon, I'm glad you asked that, you know, because it's like I opened Pandora's box. We opened the box there. That's a different style. So then,
no, you what happened? You what happened to me now? Thank you to say that. I could sing in one dialogue, you know, but I go music school.
See.
For voice training. So yeah, so whenever a producer put a track up, they care which track. If he got a little time to listen when I'm coming with, it can be deeper. So ticklish is the track, is deeper the song is. Bigger is the track, is bigger the song. Because many artists they sing in just one key. Because they have an Oscar voice and they just sing in a G or they sing in a D. They never change from D. So I go all scale.
So I'm going to ask you now then, do you have a favourite song at the moment, you know, that's out in like the UK charts that you've been singing, or, you know, like a favourite, you know, something that people would not think that Al Pancho would sing, you know, just something just different for the people?
Like a UK style, where people never think Al Pancho could sing.
Yes, bro, just, yo, and let me just say this from my heart, people, we did not discuss this before.
I want to take you home. I want to take you home. That is a song off of the Save the World album. I want to take you home. Cause when I look in your eyes, I hypnotize. Baby girl, you give me that feeling. You make me want to fly, touch your ceiling. As time goes by, I want to give you some sexual. Play that for the UK, cause they like them style.
This one. Oh. This one from Out of the Box. Alright. Alright, people. This one right now for all the girls. For my sexy lean queen. Boy, check the style.
I want to take you home. Cause when you look in your eyes.
Yo, for all the girls and we want to get tickled.
I want to take you home. Cause when you look in your eyes.
Boy,
I'm hypnotized.
pretty girl then.
I want to take you home. Cause when you look in your eyes, I'm hypnotized. Baby girl, you give me the feeling. You bet me want to fly, touch the ceiling. As time goes by, I want to give you some sexual healing. Believe it or not, I'm not looking back. I need all but you got, baby. I'm in love with you, baby. When the sun falls, and moonlight shine, I'll be there for you, baby. I'll be you. This